Hey YouTube, I'm Lizzie and I'm the Discount Vegan. I show you recipes to save you money and produce gardening tips to help you save a little bit more money on what you eat so you can put it in savings or spend it somewhere else, whatever you want to do. So today we are doing something really simple, and you might be like, really? I don't need to learn this. But trust me, home fries. Home fries are so good. Making fries at home, you can buy a bag of I think it's 10 pounds for $3 to $5. And then using maybe 5 potatoes, you can make a full plate of fries. So for less than $1, you can actually make these spicy home fries or even hash browns. I made this into hash browns as well. You can make this, save money, and have something super, super, super delicious. So if that sounds good to you, let's get to making these spicy home fries. So the first thing you need to do is obviously cut your fries, and we want to soak them in water. This will allow some of the starch to come out. And while you are soaking, you want to preheat your oven to 350 and let it warm up. To make it easier, before we start drying, I'm actually going to make my coating mix, my marinade, whatever you want to call it. And this is just about 2 tablespoons of oil of your choice. I'm using canola just because that's cheap. For me, unfortunately, I don't always agree with it, but it is what it is. Then I'm going to take 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm using sea salt. You can use whatever salt you want. And then I'm going to take a couple heaping teaspoons of chili powder. Now, this is where you can make it your own. If you don't want it that spicy, by all means, you can totally omit that all out. Normally I have this as a mix already, but I've been eating this for so long now that I've run out and haven't made any more. So you just want to mix everything together. And if you want to use a spatula, by all means. I'm just trying to be as lazy as possible. Okay, so once you have soaked them for 30 minutes, you just want to rinse them in a colander with some cold water. And this is when we get into that extra step that not everyone thinks about. So you want to take your now drained potatoes, and depending on how many you made, I usually like to do this in half just to make it easier. And you just want to dry them as best as possible. And don't forget to use a clean towel. That's kind of important. So that's what they should look like. They'll still feel kind of wet and cold, but that's okay. They're gonna stay pretty much like that. Okay, so now that that's done, I like to take my ends and kind of make a little funnel. And then that mix that we made, and I'm just going to mix them in batches. I find it's easier this way so that you kind of coat everyone. No one gets left out. And if you want, you can definitely add more oil if you feel you need to. And just double check to make sure we didn't miss anyone. And we did. You three get in the pot bowl, whatever. So just mix these up. Try to be a little delicate, but they are still raw potatoes, so I mean they're not gonna, you know, smash apart or anything. And just try and coat these buttes as much as possible. So now what you want to do, since there's already oil in this, you don't have to worry about your pan. All you have to do is just put them on the pan evenly. And you're good to go. So no one should be overlapped. No one should be touching each other. I feel like this is a weird class we're having. You just want to make sure that everyone kind of is able to get some good airflow. So now you want to put them in the oven at 350 for about 20-25 minutes. Okay, so this is what she looks like. Gorgeous. I love using a cutting board or like a wooden board to kind of put them on. It just feels so much more rustic. And then a little bowl, I have sriracha ketchup. That is what that is. If you really want, you can sprinkle a little more salt on top if the teaspoon wasn't enough for you. And this is what she looks like. Okay, so that's all for today's video. These are so absolutely addictive. Again, if you want less spice, just tone down the chili powder, maybe up the salt content. Up to you. You can really mess around with this recipe and get it how you want it. So thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like this video. I would greatly appreciate it. I want to share my recipes with everyone. And hey, don't forget, I got Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook all here. I would love to see you over there as well. And if you haven't already, click the subscribe button and the bell to let me know you care. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.